ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान्नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भवयेव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भवशङ्करदेशिक मे शरणम्। समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो नमः। मण्डूकमहर्षये नमः। गौडपादाचार्यवर्याय नमः। आद्यशङ्करसद्गुरवे नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। Let us chant once the entire 12 mantras of the main Upanishad of the Agama Prakarana. It has been long days that we have not chanted. Moola mantras once we chant and enter into our study. Om Atha Atharvavedantargata Mandukya Upanishad Shanti Mantraha ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातो ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ इत्येतदक्षरमिदगं सर्वं तस्योपव्याख्यानं भूतं भवद्भविष्यत् इति सर्वमोङ्कार एव यच्चान्यत्रिकालातीतं तदप्योङ्कार एव सर्वं हि एतद् ब्रह्म अयमात्मा ब्रह्म सोऽयमात्मा चतुष्पात् जागरितस्थानः बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्ताङ्गः एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुक् वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः स्वप्नस्थानः अन्तःप्रज्ञः सप्ताङ्गः एकोनविंशतिमुखः प्रविविक्तभुक् तैजसः द्वितीयः पादः यत्र सुप्तो न कञ्चन कामं कामयते न कञ्चन स्वप्नं पश्यति तत् सुषुप्तं सुषुप्तस्थानः एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानघन एव आनन्दमयो हि आनन्दभुक् चेतोमुखः प्राज्ञः तृतीयः पादः एष सर्वेश्वरः एष सर्वज्ञः एषोऽन्तर्यामी एष योनिः सर्वस्य प्रभवाप्ययौ हि भूतानां नान्तः प्रज्ञं न बहिष्प्रज्ञं नोभयत प्रज्ञं न प्रज्ञानगनं न प्रज्ञं नाप्रज्ञम् अदृष्टम् अव्यवहार्यम् अग्राह्यम् अलक्षणम् अचिन्त्यम् अव्यपदेश्यम् एकात्मप्रत्ययसारम् प्रपञ्चोपशमं शान्तं शिवम् अद्वैतं चतुर्थं मन्यन्ते स आत्मा स विज्ञेयः सोऽयमात्मा अति अक्षरम् ओङ्कारः अधिमात्रं पादामात्राः मात्राश्च पादाः अकार उकारो मकार इति जागरितस्थानः वैश्वानरः अकारः प्रथमा मात्रा आप्तेः आदिमत्वाद्वा आप्नोति ह वै सर्वान् कामान् आदिश्च भवति य एवं वेद स्वप्नस्थानः तैजसः उकारः द्वितीया मात्रा उत्कर्षात् उभयत्वाद्वा उत्कर्षति ह वै ज्ञानसन्ततिं समानश्च भवति न अस्य अब्रह्मवित् कुले भवति य एवं वेद सुषुप्तस्थानः प्राज्ञः मकारः तृतीया मात्रा मितेः अपीतेः वा मिनोति ह वा इदगं सर्वम् अपीतिश्च भवति य एवं वेद अमात्रः चतुर्थः अव्यवहार्यः प्रपञ्चोपशमः शिवः अद्वैतः एवम् ओङ्कारः आत्मा एव संविशति आत्मना आत्मानं य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ अलात शान्त्याख्य चतुर्थ प्रकरणम्। ओम ओम By the grace of Lord and the Gurus, we have taken up the study of the Upanishads. Each one of them so wonderful, so beautiful. If we have developed our Sattva Guna of the Antakarana and with full desire to know the Shastra, the truth, we have studied the flavor, the joy, the understanding, the result would have been definitely much, much more greater than what we have got now. Never mind, it gave us an opportunity at least to know that there is something great called Upanishads, whom we can hold on to as a support for our every knowledge and every evolution. We are in Mandukya Upanishad. We did the Agama Prakarana, the Vaitathya Prakarana, the Advaita Prakarana. In the Alatha Shanti also, out of 100 slokas, we have done the 89 mantras. We are into the 90th mantra. And in the 89th mantra, which we studied 2-3 days, the subject matter is so important and so clear. ज्ञाने च त्रिविधे ज्ञेये क्रमेण विदिते स्वयं सर्वज्ञता हि सर्वत्र भवतीह महाधियः. When we only become the witness of these three avasthas without getting influenced or identified with them, then all these three avasthas reduce their overpowering effect on us. Then that which was witnessing all these three avasthas is known to itself by itself, which is our own self. That self is Sarvagnya Sarvatra. And the one who is able to do this sadhana, right from the first step of Viveka, second step of Vairagya, third step of the Samadhi Shatka Sampada, fourth step of Mokshatvam, fifth step of Guru Upasadanam, sixth step of service to Guru, seventh step of getting an opportunity to ask the Guru the question and listen from him, Shravanam. Eighth step of the one who is able to do the deep Mananam contemplation for months together, years together, even sometimes the lives together, leading to the ninth step of the Nididhyasanam, then experiencing the 10th step. The one who can do all these is called Mahadhi. For that Mahadhi only, this is possible. That he will discover that core of his own personality, which is Sarvam and Gnaswarupaha, and which is Sarvatra. That alone is there. There is no thing other than that. Whatever is there is clearly understood to be only imagination and projection. It is only abhasa. So each of the words of this mantra were so beautifully explained to us by the Bhashyakara. We sufficiently studied. Some more times when we study contemplatively, single pointedly, as our homework, the subject becomes more clear. Now, when it is said that these three avasthas are the Gneya Vastus, means only Gneya Vastus, and don't get carried away by them, then you realize the self. There is a chance to ask, so if they are the Gneya are to be known, that means they exist. They exist means they are there. They are there means the Advaita of the Atma Tattva is disturbed or refuted. Therefore, the Paramatma is Dvaita. So that's what we are saying. Because you have to witness them or reject them is only when we see them, take them as, know them as real, then only we can become witness of them or reject them. This doubt comes. So the answer to this doubt is, see, you are at that level of confusion and delusion and maya. Therefore, to make you come out of that for the sake of sadhana, temporarily, from your standpoint of your experience, yes, they are accepted to be there, only to reject. They are accepted to be there only to reject them and reach to the non rejectable self. Therefore, while when we come to your level and accept your three avasthas and help you to come to our level, this we are doing to favor you, O my dear Purva Pakshi, to help you out. Seeing that, don't pull us to your level, that we also accept or agree the presence of these three avasthas, thus the presence of Dvaita in Paramatma. No, it is not so. It is only a prakriya to help us out, not the acceptance of it. Just like in Bhagavata, yesterday the same topic came in the different manner. The example of the mother giving the child the sweet or some jaggery, not for giving him sweet or jaggery, but to make him take the bhayashajam or the medicine. So to there, what we studied in Bhagavata was the Rochanartha Falashruti, Pushpita Vak or Falashrutis only for the Rochana, only to reveal to us the ultimate truth, consequently, subsequently, but not for pushing us to do all the karma kanda to get the limited objects or results of the world. Same way here also, when we said you be a witness, you be a knower to these three avasthas continuously, constantly, by being a drashta, by being a witness. It doesn't mean that they are there. In our opinion, they are not there. What is there is only Ekamevadvayam Brahma. You came seeking as a helper. We said nothing can help you other than recognizing one without second Paramatma. Now, to make you know this Paramatma from your own level of your experience of three worlds, we say you just become drashta of them. Jnanecha trivide jneyecha kramena vidite. Vidite swayam. This is a process told to you. Like when you use a word X in mathematics to sort out a problem, it is not doesn't mean that X is reality. Though throughout this mathematics solution of problem, the word X is used continuously. A R, B R, Z R, X, Y1, Y2. It's only, but later on that is dropped once you know the result. It's not carried kaha hai X karke. In the same way, the process of eating food is not a goal. Goal is to fill the stomach. Inevitably, you have to eat the food. So too, traveling in a vehicle is not a goal, but it is inevitable to reach to the destination. Talking to you is not a goal, but the goal is to convey to you the thought. But there's no other way means than conveying it through the words. You understand, in the world, the means and goal. The goal is to show to you the Ekameva Dvayam Brahma. You are at the level of Dvaita. For your sake, it is said that whatever you are experiencing, that three worlds, three planes, try to develop the witnesshood by not participating in them with any of identification of aham or mama or mahyam. When you do this, be attentive, then the reality given to it goes away. The perception of also it gets reduced or receded. At that moment, you are available for our next instruction. When we tell you, then focus on this drashta or sakshi who is witnessing these three avasthas. When you focus on this drashta and sakshi, you will discover him to be such an experience which is inexplicable. At the most, it can be told as the pure existence, not existing as something. So too, it's a pure consciousness, not conscious of something. Having reached to it, at that moment, what happens? Reaching to that Sat and Chit itself is being one with that, or knowing that Sat and Chit is being one with it. While trying to reach or know, when we be that, when we become one with that, from there, when you look back about the same three worlds, which were very familiar to you earlier, you will find that either they are never there or they are nothing but the same Paramatma playing that play. Same Supreme Self playing that play. Like in and through the wave, who is playing the play of wave is water only. There is nothing other than water called as wave, separate, independent. And if you go more deeper, even waveness is dropped. What if there is a wave only? Water never gets disturbed by appearing in the form of wave. But wave given value conceals the water. Truth, the reality. The Paramatma in the appearance of Jagat, he has no problem. That's how you see the world now. But when the world is given value, important or reality, then Paramatma is forgotten. And because the world is neither real nor permanent nor valuable, but we are giving value importance. Therefore, that's the cause of dukkha. Like with a person, he is not permanent with us, but we want him to be permanent. That want to be permanent is the cause of dukkha, not the person going away from our life. Because going away from our life is truth. Truth never gives misery. Reality never gives misery. Like the body dies. That is the reality. So death of the body never gives misery. Trying to not have the death of the body gives misery. Because you are trying an impossible thing. In the same way, the three avasthas appearance is not problem, but taking them as real is problem. It is not real, taking as real, that loggerheads in the heart is called as dukkha or the pain. And we seek the permanent real, and we are entering into impermanent and unreal and trying to make it permanent and real. In two ways we are doing mistake: denying the true permanent and real, and holding on to impermanent and unreal and trying to make it real. It is never possible. Therefore, that continuous struggle is called dukkha. That continuous impossibility is dukkha. The continuous impossibility trying to make possible is dukkha. Otherwise, there is no dukkha possible or required in this world. So, to guide you that way, as a technique or prakriya or the process that we said, jnanecha trivide gneye, kramena vidite, swayam sarvagnata hi sarvatra bhavati iha mahadhiyaha. So, this is the answer. And yet, a beautiful, all complete shloka, the Karikakara gives in this mantra 90. If at all you ask one mantra, which is so complete for the understanding, for the practice, as well as for realizing Ekameva Advayam Brahma, that is this mantra. If at all you ask for the essence of this Upanishad, essence of all the Vedanta, all the Upanishads, this one mantra, if it is understood, the 90th one, along with Bhashya exhaustively as well as practiced, you need not refer to any other Shastra, Grantha, Upanishad, Guru or Satsanga. That much important, that much powerful, that much useful, That much complete is this mantra number 90. We will study it today along with Bhashya, and depending on our own genuinity as a sadhaka, sincerity as a sadhaka, we can take it as homework and revel in that as many times as possible, as deeply as possible. Then we can see that we are transcending the grosser superficial layers and entering into the subtler layers, both in understanding, both in conviction, both in practice, and also in the experience also. One of the wonderful slokas of the entire literature of Vedanta. So beautiful, so wonderful, so complete. Now chant the mantra. Mm, लौकिकादीनां क्रमेण ज्ञेयत्वेन निर्देशात् अस्तित्व आशंका परमार्थता मा भूत् इति आह. What is the Sambandha Bhashya? The Avatarika. Ki Laukikadinam. Mean these three words. The Laukika, Lokottara, the Laukika, Shuddha Laukika and Lokottara. This is a Bhasha used by Karikakara, prevalent in that world at that time. This in general, as per the first prakarana of Agama, and in general for all of us, the Laukika is equal to Jagrada Avastha, Shuddha Laukika is equal to Swapna, and Lokottara is equal to the Sushupti. So the Laukika Adina means Laukikadi Lokana means Laukika, Shuddha Laukika, Lokottara Adina means Jagra Swapna Sushupti Adina. Kramena, systematically, Jnayatvena, Nirdeshat. It should be slowly known. You have to know. By knowing, slowly you will know the reason that the causal is the cause of subtle, subtle is the cause of gross. By trying to know, you will see that the gross merging in the subtle, subtle merging in the causal, causal you bypass to see the truth. This is a nirdesha given by Shastra in this mantra. कार्य कार आपने तो निर्देश किया है कि दी स्त्री द लोकादि लौकिकादि यू हैव टू डू द ज्ञेयत्व के रूप में उसका निर्देश किया. इट्स अ ज्ञेय, जस्ट बी एन ओवर ऑफ देम. When this is said, what happens? Astitva ashanka paramarthatah. That means, in reality, these three avasthas are there. This type of doubt will come. Mahabhuta. That doubt should never come. In fact, in reality, they are not there. Only for Prakriya and Sadhana they are there. To convey this point very clearly, this next Karika Kara gave us. While giving it, not only cleared the doubt for this, but this sort of doubt, that whether they really exist, that we have to become a witness. Because if you have to become witness or no, that was exist only. Not only answering it, but he has completely gave us a complete thesis of entire sadhana. So beautiful it is, so pakka. Chant the mantra 3 times. Heyagneyapyapakyani vigneyanyagrayanatah tesham anyatra vigneyat upalambhastrishu smrutah. Heyagneyapyapakyani vigneyanyagrayanatah tesham anyatra vigneyat upalambhastrishu smrutah. हेयाग्नेयाप्यपाक्यानि विज्ञेयान्यग्रयाणतः तेषाम् अन्यत्र विज्ञेयात् उपलम्भस्त्रिषु स्मृतः. So kind our Karikakara. I just feel like bowing down at his feet, praying ardently, thanking him for giving us a chance to study this great text of him, and praying him to bless us to be able to understand the state from where he is speaking all these mantras, and we also reach to that experience and experience the liberation. It's only the Karikakara Gaudapada's Krupa, Bhashakara Shankara's Krupa, that we will be able to really deeply understand every letter, every word, every sentence, every mantra, every topic, and then revel in meditation and revel in the experience. So, in this mantra, what I said, Agrayanataha. Agrayanata means first and foremost, सबसे पहले, importantly. Vigneyani, to be known. Vigneyani agrayanatāha. They must be first very clearly, systematically known, thoroughly understood. First and foremost, undoubtedly, unambiguously. And that knowing happens when you go to the Guru, when you study Shastra from him, and when you do the manana on the Shastras thoroughly for a long period of time. These four things you will come to know, and you must know them first and foremost. This is called theoretical knowledge. Then only the practical sadhana and the experience comes. So, agrayanataha vigneyani, first to be known. Like when you join army, first you have to know some basic things. The nation, the borders, the protection, then the hardships we go through, then the training that is given. An intelligent army officer or the training department will tell them in advance what they are giving as training also, and what the posting they will be put in also, and what sort of work they need to do, and what in turn they get external and internal. Externally the salaries, the positions, the all these badges and all. Internally the great satisfaction that you're working for the nation in the best manner. And what to do wherever you are posted, you are doing security, country, nation. And each place in different works you are given. But for that, the training is the thorough training from the day one for the physical fitness, the emotional strength, the intellectual conviction, and then complete commitment for the nation, for the job given. So these are all to be very thoroughly told in first few days. So to a civil servant, in those first probation period of 4, 5, 6 months, he is thoroughly taught about the nation, the administration, then your role, your particular department given to you. In that, all the abilities, qualification, what can be the problems that can arise, how they have to be tackled, answered. Is it not? Thoroughly. They are all agrayanatha vignayani. That word I am trying to explain. So too when a marriage happens. So the both the bride, bridegroom, they have to be told by their respective parents what's going to happen when you are locking the wedlock. So throughout life we are going to be together as a synergy, loving each other, helping each other, serving each other, understanding each other, taking care of each other, not because of each one of you, but in spite of each one of you. Lose individuality, become one without second. And in dharma, artha, kama, don't transgress each other, live together. And by being together that way, becoming synergy as one, then while doing so only, you have to do three more works. One is taking care of this type of side of parents, second is that side of parents, third, taking care of society. And then one more most important responsibility is added to you, that the next generation will come. You have to give all the best of facilities, trainings to them, so that they become better than you as an asset to you as well as to the world at large and themselves. So, is it not? This is how before the marriage both of them have to be taught. Along with that, then when she goes to in-laws house, how she'll have to take care of all of them. And they also are taught, the boy and them, when this girl comes, leaving everything behind to you, how you have to take care of her as your own person. No, without this thorough knowledge, that marriage won't stand for a long time. Even if it is there under some obligation, compulsion, it won't yield the maximum. See, the two marriages, or two, we can call four marriages. One marriage is where Jiva becoming one with Ishvara or Parabrahma. Second marriage is Bhakta becoming devotee of Bhagwan. Third is the Shishya to the Guru. Fourth, the wife and husband. These are such a four beautiful things, If they are thoroughly understood and practiced, they give such a great experience at their own level. But the first three being not permanent and not ultimate truth, they won't give permanent and truthful ultimate experience. The wife and husband, the Guru Shishya, and Bhagwan Bhakta. Because they are not that way ultimate, because ultimate is one without second. Therefore, only when the Atma becomes Paramatma or Jiva discovers his Brahma Tattva, that is the ultimate experience. Okay. So in this way, wherever we go, Agrayanatha Vigneyani. When you are just opening the car bonnet for the repair, you have to know, "Hey, these are the instrument, this may be tentative problem, this can be repairing way, this is to be done." When you touch the electrical equipments, either to fix them or to repair, you have to use all those first of all, the protectors. Then wear chappal and slowly touch it. So Vigneyane Agreyanatah. Matlab in life, before doing something, we have to be pakka thorough about whether it is worthy of doing or not. Is it not? Is it going to fetch us the permanent or the better thing or the best thing? Then how to do it? And then what are the things that are required to gather for it? Then how I have to prepare myself? And in my own preparation, what are the things I have to remove? What are the things I have to add? What are the things I have to protect myself from so that the undertaking yields maximum result? No, in this by this sloka, Karika Kara not only telling us the absolute truth, but is also guiding every common folk of this universe that before undertaking anything for any higher achievement, these are the aspects you have to be very clear in advance. So this shows that our great ancient seers of this great Kada, not only spiritually highly evolved, they know all the techniques of how to succeed in every field of this world. Therefore, they are not a common ordinary folks are they don't know how to succeed in the world. Therefore, they gave it up and pursued spirituality. For your kind information, that they have succeeded not only in this world but every world and understood to be so limited they are all. That is why they kicked all of them and then they pursued the ultimate, which is so tough and difficult even to listen to us, for us. हमें सुनने के लिए भी एक्सपोज होने के लिए जो असंभव है, मुश्किल है, उस अति उत्कृष्ट परमात्मा के पद को उन्होंने साधना करके तब प्राप्त किया जब उन्होंने सारे दुनिया के कामयाबियों को पाकर इनमें कुछ नहीं है, ये एम्प्टी है जानकर छोड़ दिया, फेंक दिया, लात मार दिया उसको. They were never underestimate our seers and saints, that they don't know anything of Vyavahara and Vyavaharika Vijaya. Spirituality starts where worldliness ends, is it not? Sarvadharman Parityaja only Sharanam Raja happens. Means he has practiced all the dharma. Dharma means clarity. Dharma is knowledge. Dharma is very understanding. Dharma is a proper vision. Dharma means vision actually. What is to be done, why it is to be done, how it is to be done, how long it's to be done. इसको इस vision को धर्म कहते हैं. Then it is practically done. Practical doing is secondary. Primarily is knowing. So is it clear? Agrayanatah vigreyani. These are the things to be known in advance. In spiritual sadhana. If these are not known, then you will not understand spirituality. You will never do that. You will never reach the acme perfection. So Agrayanata Vijnani. How many are they and what are they? Four are the things that are there to be thoroughly known. Four things. Agrayanata Vijnayani. पहले ही जानना है. सबसे important पहले. Before embarking on sadhana. Rather, if you don't know these thoroughly, you can never be on the path at all. The spirituality is such thing, no? It's like car. You have not checked brakes or anything. Still you can sit and drive. Is it not? बट थोड़ा देर के बाद पता चलता है ब्रेक्स नहीं, एक्सीडेंट. स्पिरिचुअलिटी ऐसा नहीं है. एवरीथिंग इज फिट, देन ओनली फर्स्ट स्टेप स्टार्ट्स. बट टिल एवरीथिंग बिकम्स फिट एंड फर्स्ट स्टेप स्टार्ट्स, all things which you do are only preparations to become fit. Is it not? He is not sent to the border, directly given the rifle. No. He will be made fit and then sent. But while being made fit also, he is given same type of training, but not posted there. Not an authority license given. But even in the 6 months of 1 year, that army personnel, he is given training of rifle, everything, कैसे करना सब कुछ. But actual नहीं, ये सब training है. Training के बाद तैयार हो गए तभी आपको वहाँ भेजेंगे. Spirituality में भी all what we are doing from so many years are trying to become fit, not that we started our sadhana. The starting of sadhana is when we become fit. Fitness is when these four are thoroughly understood and practiced. What are the four? First, heya. Okay. Second is neya. Third is apya. Fourth is pakya. So they are all neuter genders. Therefore, heyani, neyani, apyani, and pakyani. Heyam, Gneyam, Apyam, Pakyam. Heya, Gneya, Apya and Pakya. याद रख लेना. हेया ज्ञेयाप्य पाक्यानि विज्ञेयानि अग्रयाणतः. देखो, we are familiar with Gita, we are familiar with other Upanishads for all the time life, but Karika Kara's Bhasha is different. He is from Bengal. Gaudapada, the Gaudiya Vamsha is from Bengal. So there the Sanskrit or utilization of the language, it is different. Therefore, for many people whom all the Upanishads are so easy familiar, when they come to the Karika भाष्यकार, वो थोड़ा लैंग्वेज ही गड़बड़ करता है क्योंकि समझ नहीं आता, वो अलग लैंग्वेज अलग यूज करते हो. Like you just saw, instead of saying directly Jagra Sapna Sushupti, he says Laukika Shuddha Laukika Lokottara. Is it not? But if you are devotee of Karika Kara, he will bless us. We will understand. So first to see the literal meaning, then we will see the Bhasha, then subject becomes complete. So first sentence understood is Agrayanataha Vigneyani. Be thorough in your understanding about these four. One is Heya. Heya means that which is to be understood and rejected as worthless. Ruthlessly. क्या क्या हमको फेंक देना है, त्याग देना है, हेय करना है, छोड़ना है, पहले हमको जानना है वो. Is it not? Because if they are not given up, they will never allow us to walk on the path smoothly. देखो, it is a common sense. Even in our worldly pursuits of anywhere also, whatever the goal you have to reach to, on the path, whatever the disturbing, that has to be thrown away first of all. Otherwise it's a burden. जो जरूरत नहीं है उनको निकाल देना सबसे important. Is it not? When you are going for a camp, then the wife has packed the suitcase for you. You open it and see before just closing it. Then you say कुछ चीजें extra लगे हुए हैं, हे यानी unnecessary burden है. I am going to such a hot place. These sweaters and mufflers and socks are not required. Hey aha is only burden because very pakka, neither they are useful nor they I'll use them. Is it not? पहले ही उसको जानकर निकाल देना पड़ता है. So the literal meaning of the word heyani means those which have to be given up ruthlessly, because not only they are not useful, but they are the most harmful things. What are they? The Bhashyakara will say. Okay. So main thing is heyani. What is to be thing to be given up? Vigrayani agrayanataha must be thoroughly known. Now, once you know that they are to be thrown away, then you can't keep it. You must throw only. In the cleaning of the house also, first what is to be thrown away, you focus on that and remove. Then what are required, उसको फिर आप ठीक तरह से सजा के रख लेना. Is it not? And if you don't take the heyani as heyani, if you take them as apyani, then you will never do the sadhana. Is it not? Heyani. I'm just trying to make you understand the importance of this word, its meaning and its sadhana. The word is heyani. Meaning is the things which have to be rejected ruthlessly. Sadhana is what? Unless we ruthlessly reject the obstructing things, unwanted things, it will never be free for us to follow the path. It will go on nagging us or troubling us. Is it not? Sometimes when the entire body is troubled by one part of the body, then what is done? The amputation is only done for that. Heyani. तुमको पूरा जिंदा रहना है तो इसको काटना ही पड़ेगा, नहीं तो मरोगे. फर्स्ट यू फील बैड, ना बट ही सेज ओके तुम्हारी मर्जी है, इट विल ग्रो, द गैंग्रीन विल ग्रो, यू विल डाई. नो नो नो, अल्टीमेटली यू डिसाइड कि निकाल दो. You good, it is removed, then you are healthy. Sometimes it is only the unused thing called as appendix. You know, those days when all the raw flesh was eaten, in those days of barbarianism, the entire digestion was centered at the appendix. That is why at that time it was required. But now the vegetation, food system changed, system of digestion also changed. Therefore, the appendix has become useless thing now. But it is there. But that fellow, if by mistake the food enters into it, because past it was there, the food was entering and it was doing the digestion process. अब by mistake उसमें जाता है तो inflammation होगा, appendicitis, inflammation of it. Then the acute stomach pain that you will die if you don't operate within 24 hours. It will burst and the whole poison spreads to the entire system. You die. Well, what they do within few hours, they cut it and remove that. Is it not? Hey Ani, you understand that? In the same way, one kidney is failed. It is removed. Otherwise, once से चलेगा हमारा. Any of the part sometime ये उंगली निकाल देंगे, हाथ ही निकाल देंगे. Hey Ani, in the interest. Feel the meaning. Why I'm passing so much? Not that I can't complete it. फटाफट पढ़ के बताने का कि हम ना जो चीज़ें हमें हार्मफुल होते हैं व्यवहार में भी, मन शांति के लिए भी, आध्यात्मिक साधना के लिए भी, उनको हार्मफुल नहीं मान रहे हैं, उनको मौका दे ही जा रहे हैं और वो हमको हार्म कर ही जा रहा है. इसलिए हमको न चैन है, न खुशी है, न शांति है, न आगे बढ़ना हो रहा है. Whether it is in the food items, whether it's the house things, whether it's your own friend circle, whether it is in your own pursuits, in your own thoughts, in your own emotions, in your whatever is, hey Ani, first we must know and drop them. उसका किंचित भी फायदा नहीं है हमको, उसको छोड़ना ही पड़ेगा, नहीं तो आगे नहीं बढ़ोगे. Clear? Hey Ani, first thing. Second word is Gneyani. Gneyani means that which is to be known. And there are not many. It's only one in Vedanta. So हेया ज्ञेयाप्यपाख्यानि is a plural because चार है, इसलिए इसको ज्ञेयानि ऐसे आप कह भी दो, but the other word is ज्ञेयम. ज्ञेय means the thing to be known. And the beauty of this thing is knowing itself is gaining or being. Nothing else to be done about it, but this is to be known as the thing to be known. ज्ञेयम, what is that? We should know. तो क्या छोड़ना है हमको जानना है, क्या जानना है हमको जानना है. हेयम to be given up, gneyam to be known. To be known, thoroughly to be known. Known personally so much, intimately, intrinsically, that even a little bit of doubt also about it, it should not be there. Gneyan. And in the world also, Gneyan is what is the goal to be reached and all, you must know, no? Then only you can pursue that. Gneyam. Gneyam in the world is praptavya vastu, prapya vastu, gantavya sthanam. The place to be gained, or the place to be, the thing to be gained, or the place to be reached, or the work to be accomplished. ये सब वर्ल्डली व्यवहार में ज्ञेय में आ जाते हैं. उसको गंतव्य, प्राप्तव्य, आप्तव्य, all that you can come. Here it is called a ज्ञेयम. So हेयम means to be given up, ज्ञेयम is to be known. एंड वहां मजा आएगा. फिर वो ज्ञेय वस्तु ऐसा होता है ना, इट इज नेवर ज्ञेय वस्तु, बट इट इज द ओनली ज्ञेय वस्तु. In trying to know it as the Gneya Vastu, all other which we think as Gneya get rejected. This alone remains as Gneya, and this cannot be known. Then what is the only way left? You can't know it, so you become one with it. That is the Gneya Vastu. What is that we have not told? It will be in the Bhashya. Second is Gneyam. Third one is Apyani. Apyani means those who have to, what do you say? Receive them, achieve them, attain them, obtain them, right word. Apya means to be obtained as an accessories. Apyani means the things as an accessories to pursue the path, we have to gain them. So the heya is opposite है apya. क्या छोड़ना है, क्या पाना है. Gneya means क्या जानना है. तो heyani to be given up, gneyani is to be known, apyani is to be obtained, to be possessed. That means what? They are not generally naturally given. Then therefore we have to obtain them. Is it not? It's not that all the utensils, everything are naturally given to you by birth from the stomach of mother. Later on, because they are all utilized or useful or required, they are provided to us. So to by birth, nobody knows physics, chemistry, math. No, no. Through the schooling and colleging, he is given that knowledge. And for his career as well as a decent, normal, harmless life, he must obtain those knowledges. That's called apya. So heya, gneya, apya. Apyani. They won't come by themselves, but they are very essential. So you have to necessarily gain them. A child, as I said, wanted to become a civil servant. Heyani means all the distracting things he should throw away. Jnayani, he must know which institute to study, which professor to follow, which books to refer, how many hours to study, and all that. And then Apyani, he should get the books, get into that college after knowing. Apya means definitely he should gather his energy, time, all that. Systematic planning as to how many hours required to be studied, how to steal those hours, where to save the time. Is it not? This is called Apya for that why. Everywhere it is an Apya. You want to start a business. So Apya is all the raw material. If it is a production industry you want to start, or if it is only a sales वाला तो उसके लिए जो आप्य होता है ये गोडाउन खरीदो जगह then employees you buy and then all the other requirements if they are weighable things or measurable things understand all that आप्य बहुत सारे होते हैं वहाँ सेल्स एंड परचेज के लिए आपको रिसीट्स बनाना पड़ता है और वो क्या कहते हैं वो लैपटॉप कंप्यूटर चाहिए होंगे आपको कागज भी चाहिए होगा प्रिंटिंग की मशीन चाहिए एंड द पर्सन्स रिक्वायर्ड टू डू दैट ये सब आप फोर्थ वन इज पाक्यानी पाक्यानी मीन्स पक्तव्यानी मीन्स उसको पका पका के गला गला के छोड़ देना है उसको निकाल देना है ना पका पका के उसको निकाल देना है पाक्यानी दे आर नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. So deep. So heya is in the beginning only you drop. Pakya means धीरे धीरे उसको पकाकर you just see that it is गला गया और निकल गया टोटली चला गया बहुत मेच्योरिटी के साथ उसको पका पका कर निकाल दो. ये हलवा हलवा बनाते हैं ना ऐसे पकाते हैं कि सिवाय घी का और कुछ नहीं होता इन दैट सूजी वॉट एवर जिसका आप हलवा बना रहे दैट्स कॉल्ड पाक्यानी दैट इज रिमूव्ड. इवन ए वेरी लचीला बढ़िया कोई सब्जी बनाना है तो ऐसे उसको कम आग में सिका से गर्म करते हैं कि जो भी पानी का आस्पेक्ट जाना चला जाएगा एंड फर्स्ट क्लास जो भी सब्जी आप बनाना चाहते हो वो बनेगा वह पाक्यानि. So heya, gneya, apya, pakya. These are the four things. Vigneyani should be known agrayanataha before you start spiritual sadhana. Clear? But are they Bhashakara will say. Now the answer to the question of the Purva Pakshi. You spoke about these three avasthas are Gneya Vastus, therefore they are real. No, 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 it is not so. Answer is given in second line. What is that? Tesham. In these four, Heya, Gneya, Apya, Prakya, among these four, Tesham, Anyatra Vigneyatu. Other than the Vigneya or Gneya Vastu, the second aspect, all the other three are there. No, those three are Trishu Upalambaha Smrtaha. Other three are categorized as only Upalamba. Upalamba means only for the sake of Vyavahara, only for the sake of transaction or sadhana, only that much they are valued, not as reality as you said or thought. But this fourth one, which is in the sequence, it is said as second one. The second one, Vigneya, that alone is Paramartha. The other three are Upalambanam. देखो उपालंबनम संवृत्ति these words came earlier. संवृत्ति is संसार, उपलंबन is व्यवहार. व्यवहार में जरूरत पड़ी है वो. तो only for upalambha these three prakriyas and the paramarthata is only the one thing called as vigneya vastu. It's just like when you cook the food, you use gas stove, you use the utensil, you use the ladles, you use all the serving spoon, you even use the plates in that the food is served. ये सब खाते हो क्या? We don't eat all of them unless you are Ganapati. You know, मैंने गणपति कुबेर जी के यहाँ गए, उनको फिर कुबेर जी अपने अहंकार से कि मेरे पास इतना पैसा है खिलाता हूँ उनको। ही सेड आ जाओ, गणपति सेड दिखाता हूँ मैं। ही स्टार्टेड ईटिंग व्हाटएवर इज सर्व्ड। पूरा खाना पूरे देश में कितना सब कुछ हो गया। I'm still hungry, you feed me, feed me. What is there to feed? There's nothing. Then he started eating all the plate, kadchi, chamach. Ganapati started eating all of them. Big story is there. Then he understood, "Hey Baba, I can't take chance with you." So only Ganapati will eat all the utensils and all. They are all upalambha. They are used. Is it not? When you order for some food item online or you buy when you go, nothing comes without package. A biscuit packet comes with biscuit packet and biscuit inside. तो उसमें you eat biscuit only. Nobody eats the cover. सम थिंग्स लाइक एन आइसक्रीम वो उसमें लगाते हैं कि आप उसके साथ खा सकते हो, वो अलग बात है, एक एक्सप्रेशन एक्सेप्शन है, बट इन जनरल द आइसक्रीम इनसाइड इज ईटन, द ढक्कन जो भी है उसको छोड़ते हैं, अनलेस वी आर द ढक्कन दैट वी ईट दैट. इज इट अंडरस्टैंडेबल? द अदर थ्री आर उपलम्भ everywhere. They are only Upalamba, but this is Paramartha. Paramartha is Vignayamastu, the Heya, Apya, Pakya are only Upalamba. Means there are Paramarthata there permanently. But they are in your Vyavahara and Samsara are there. Each of them have to be managed. Heya है इसको छोड़ दिया, आप्य है इसको पा लिया, और पाक्य है इसको पका के फेंक दिया. These are only Upalambha. All of them are only to make us realize the Paramartha. Paramartha is only one Paramatma. Clear? So this is the literal meaning of this shloka, and which is व्यवहार में भी यही जरूरत है. हेय ज्ञेय आप्य पाक्य हमको हर फील्ड में जानना है, which already we spoke. Now let us see what are these each of the four. Bhagavan Shankara Adi Bhashyakara will explain us. Let us study the Bhashya now. Heyani. Heyani cha. What are the Heyani? These are the three things. Laukikadini Trini. These are the three to be Heya. These three worlds, Laukika, Shuddha Laukika, then Lokottara. We don't go out of topic. हम इसी को बात कर रहे हैं, तो और कोई कुछ बीच में क्यों लाएंगे यहाँ? These three are to be known to be the objects or the things to be rejected. Laukikani Trini Heyani. What are they? Jagarita Swapna Sushuptani. Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti are the ones which fall in the category or subheading of Heya. देखो, it is so ruthless from the standpoint of Karikakara. But are we ready to do that? No. Then you will never get the Vigneya Vastu or Apya Vastu. You will be fail at the first level only. Now we have to ask a question, why they are Heya? In that answer only, why they are Heya, how they can be given up also is given. And Bhashikara is so kind, he tells us ki Atmani Asatvena. Be attentive. In the absolute truth or reality, they are actually not there. Be attentive. Therefore, only when we reach to a state of they are not there, that you will be experiencing the Atma which is always there. If they are found to be there, existing, then they inevitably, definitely conceal the Atma Vastu. In the pure Atma, they are not there. Therefore, they have to be rejected. Is the sentence said by Bhashyakara. What is the deeper understanding we have to do? In the Atma, they are not there. But you only have imagined. You only have taken it as real. You only are living them at the reality level of those three. Therefore, the goal called Atma Vastu is never experienced by you. For those who have never taken Atma as the goal or spirituality as the goal, they also are caught up in these three avasthas. And those who know Paramatma as the goal, for them also, the goal can never be reached unless they reach to a stage where these three avasthas are given up or transcended. In other text, it is called as be a sakshi to them. Some other place is called as avastha tres. उसके पार जाओ, भाषा ही कुछ भी पूछे, कहे. Go beyond them, become witness of them, transcend them, give them up. These are the variety of words used, but the purpose of all of them is reach to a state of being where these three avasthas are rejected. Now, when these three avasthas are rejected means completely. And completely rejected means what? In each avastha, whatever is making that avastha, all those ingredients have to be rejected. Then only the avastha goes away. Like in Jagrat avastha, the Jagrat Purusha, the Jagrat Jagat, the Jagrat Anubhava. That it was already exhaustively discussed as the Grahaka, the Grahya, and the Grahanam. Sometimes Grahaka Grahya is said, sometimes Grahaka Grahanam is said, and later on Grahya Grahana it is said, Grahaka is not said. If you are carefully observing the slokas. Toward the end, only the Grahya Grahanam only said. In the beginning, Grahaka and Grahya is said. Then Grahaka Grahya is said. Very interesting. If you very carefully observe the development of thought there. तीनों अगर एक्चुअली होते हैं एक एक एक्सपीरियंस में, तीनों को रिजेक्ट करना है, बट एक जगह इन दोनों को कहा, एक जगह उन दोनों को कहा, एक जगह इन दोनों को. In the first place, it is where said was the experiencer, experience do. Later on, experiencer, experience. Later on, experience do and experience. Experience के बारे experiencer के बारे में नहीं बोला. If you have observed that keenly. So, हेयानी लौकिकादीनी जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति अवस्थाः. So, जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्तानि. Why? आत्मनि असत्वेना. नो अनलेस वी आर गिवन एग्जाम्पल पक्का हमको समझ में नहीं आ सकता. इसलिए कहते हैं रज्ज्वाम सर्पवतो. इन द रज्जु देयर इज नेवर सर्प. देयरफॉर to see the rajju as it is, you have to totally rise above the sarpa. An iota of the sarpatva, if still accept rajju, you will not see. And it is never a half knowledge कि आधा सांप है आधा रस्सी है. ऐसा नहीं होगा. वो है तो सांप नहीं तो रस्सी. तो जब तक आप उसको सांप देखा, रस्सी was never seen. If you want to see the rassi, which is the truth, you have to totally eliminate the snakeness from your understanding and perception. That is why the word used here is hatavyani iti artha. देखो, hatavyani means totally to be given up. Now, remember, therefore, how much of the journey we have to travel in this regard. We as a jiva find so much of joy and entertainment in three avasthas. Wherever the joy is not coming, we think and plan and do such things which promise us the joy. And even while putting the effort, if the joy doesn't come fully as expected, whatever little comes, we are satisfied with it, we are continuing. Such persons who are somehow, anyhow, everyhow, are caught up in only these three avasthas, will they even have an idea or thought of need and necessity of rejecting them? And unless they are rejected, the real self is not revealed to anyone. इसमें ना कोई recommendation है, ना कोई reservation है, ना कोई रिश्वत है. There is no RRR in this. No reservation, no recommendation, no रिश्वत. ठीक, हमको निद्रा कितना प्यारा है. सुषुप्ति अवस्था. How to reject it is a big subject. If we feel like, we will explain it tomorrow maybe. या उसको ऐसे bypass करके जाएंगे. And how we entertain our स्वप्न. अच्छा सपना आ जाए, कुछ लोग सोचते हैं, बहुत तो नहीं सोचते हैं. Some enjoy the dream. Some of them. They say such a dream should come to me. कुछ लोग जिनको जिंदगी वेकिंग में कुछ नहीं होता, वो लोग कम से कम अच्छा सपना आ जाए. And most of us, or all of us, or every one of us are caught up so much in the Jagrata Avastha. Are Baap re. Please, I'm pausing here to think. Yaha Karikakara says they are the things to be given up, and we think that they are to be taken up, and we are caught up in so much. Just like when you go to the Ayurveda or any doctor, when you are a diabetic patient, these are the 5 things. Hey, Ani, bas. नहीं तो तुमको धीरे धीरे बढ़ेगा शुगर, तुम मर ही जाओ. You have to drop first and foremost all the sugar items, sweets. Second, you have to drop all the rice. Third, you have to drop all these क्या कहते हैं, सूजी वगैरह चीजें. देन यू हैव टू ड्रॉप ऑल द हेवी तेल तेल वाले चीजें. देन यू हैव टू ड्रॉप ऑल द स्पाइसी. These five, if you hold on to, then your sugar will increase only. They are heyani. But if somebody doesn't follow it, देखो फिर गड़बड़ हो जाएगा ना. से एक बात देखो, जो यहाँ कंटेक्स्ट में है ही नहीं है, लिटरली आउट ऑफ टॉपिक, फिर भी मैं बता रहा हूँ कि जो छोड़ना है उसको नहीं छोड़ते हुए जो हेल्थ चाहते हो वो होता नहीं है. डोंट चीट योर सेल्फ. यू कांट चीट डॉक्टर बिकॉज इट्स नॉट हिज हेल्थ. इज इट नॉट? इट इज आवर हेल्थ. यू आर नॉट चीटिंग डॉक्टर कि डॉक्टर ने कहा मुझे मिठाई मत खाओ, मैं चोरी चुप के खा रहा हूँ. अरे महाराज, ये तो बेवकूफ़ी है. यू आर ट्रबलिंग योर सेल्फ. In the same way, when you have to reach the self and experience it, these three have to be ruthlessly devalued or rejected. That means what? A state of deep meditation where you have transcended all these three are possible and have to be made possible, is to be made possible. देखो ना, अब समझ में आ रहे हैं आत्मज्ञान पाए वाले ऋषि मुनि लोग जो भी ब्रह्मज्ञानी हैं, कैसा उन्होंने डिवैल्यू किया जागृत को, कभी पहुंचे नहीं स्वप्न को, और नींद को भी छोड़कर वो मेडिटेट किए हैं. For them, there is no day, there is night, there is no sleep, there is no waking up. For years together, they are in that only. Then only they touched that experience of self in which these three are not there. पकड़ के रखोगे इन तीनों को, अब यही रह जाएंगे. Now you understand why there is no desire for meditation, preparation for meditation, opportunity for meditation, attempt for meditation and experience of meditation. Meditation is knowing self. Why? Because इन तीनों में फंस गया. खूब खाते हैं जागृत अवस्था में, देन डीप स्लीप पे चले जाते हैं. इज इट नॉट? खूब काम करते हैं जागृत में, इधर उधर भागकर थक जाकर फिर स्लीप में जाते हैं. हम बीच में वट एवर फ्रस्ट्रेशंस वी हैड, वी एक्सप्रेस देम इन द ड्रीम. Now, homework is told to each one of us. Thoroughly you understand that these three avasthas are the obstruction in the knowledge of self. Therefore, they are heyani, hatavyani. Clear? Tino avastha. Become strong. See, after understanding the Mandukya also, if you don't understand and accept that these are mithya and unreal, but when you give them value through agraha, they become real and they cover the self. Therefore, my job is to convince myself and slowly reject these three avasthas. If this understanding and acceptance doesn't come, then we were not sincere, serious students of Upanishad or the Brahmajnana or the Atmajnana or even Mukti. No, it's such a big achievement, no doubt about it. Very terrific achievement it is. Very impossible achievement also. With so much of enchanting, fancying things in the world in the form of things and beings and involvements and entertainment, enjoyments, attachments, इन सबको छोड़ना तो एक्चुअली नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल ओनली हो, मुमकिन ही नहीं. हम कहते हैं भगवान को छोड़ेंगे, हमको इसमें मजा आ रहा है. But the one who tunes himself to Karika Kara and prays to that Karika Kara and Bhashyakara with their grace, that person will slowly start understanding and accepting and getting convinced that in the Jagrad Avastha, जो भी वस्तु है, व्यक्ति है, परिस्थिति है, देश है, काल है, द्रव्य है, कर्मफल है, उसका सुख दुख सारे मैं छोड़ दूंगा. He will see. Then only he can meditate on this self. In the self, none of them are there. If you hold on to them, self cannot be realized. And realization of self is not half. आधा सपना आधा जागृत नहीं होता, आधा सपना आधा नींद नहीं होता, आधा नींद आधा जागृत भी नहीं होता, आधा है चंद्रमा, ऐसा नहीं होता है. बाकी रात है, ये फुल होता है, यहाँ इधर का उधर. Are you understanding it? Therefore, today, if we have so many enchantments in the Jagrada Avastha and involving in them, like it was said in Bhagavata 10 days back in that chapter, go through but start finding fault and start hating them. And tell to ourselves and to Bhagavan, ki may I come to a conviction they were willingly, knowing that they are obstructions for my ultimate pursuit of the truth, willingly let me give them up. Choicefully, well, let me rise above them. भगवान ऐसा समय दो कि मैं अपने ही इच्छा से सब त्याग कर आपको पाने के लिए निकल पड़ूं. This is called Shubhecha. This is in Gita called as in the 12th chapter, Mam Aptum Dhananjaya Icha. अथ चित्तं समादातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यास योगेन तथा माम आप्तुम इच्छा धनंजय. Is it not? हमेशा याद रखो, if I am not धार्मिक today, at least entertain the thought that I must become धार्मिक. Is it not? In the same, if I'm not doing punya, at least say that let me do punya. Then slowly it gets, the snowballing or effect. One day you will see we'll start doing it. If I'm not able to know the Sanskrit today, don't say मैं संस्कृत नहीं जानता, मैं असंस्कृति हूँ, मैं बुद्धू. No. You say I want know, I must know Sanskrit, I must know Sanskrit. अगले जन्म में ना you will be born in Dakshina Bharat, you will know only Sanskrit, no other thing. Understood? शास्त्र पढ़ना नहीं आता. Don't say I can't. I want to. Don't have devotion to the Guru today, but I must have devotion to Guru. Surrender to the Guru. You know what you think continuously, constantly. We become that. We get that one. Is it not? In the same way, in the Jagrata Avastha, we find security now. We think more substantially as Jagrat Purusha Jiva only. But slowly let us think as per Shastra, the Jiva is Mithya. Jiva himself is Mithya, then his Jagravata is double Mithya. In the Jagrata Avastha, any individuality is owning is triple Mithya. Through that individuality, doing something is 4 times Mithya. And through that doing, getting something and experiencing is Panchama Mithya. Let me come out of all this to know the reality. Oh Lord, bless me to have the knowledge and conviction. संकल्प करते जाएं, वो होगा एक दिन. सो हे यहाँ दीज थ्री. सुषुप्ति एनीवे ठीक है. वंस यू आर इंटेंस इन योर मेडिटेशन, यू योर सेल्फ विल गिव अप निद्रा. तो निद्रा को अपने आप ध्यान होने लगते हैं. निद्रा भी होती, निद्रा की जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ेगी एक अवस्था में. गुरुदेव एंड ऑल मास्टर्स दे हार्डली स्लेप्ट. 3 घंटे 4 घंटे, कभी 3 3 4 4 दिन. दे आर ओनली सम महात्मास तो years together they are in samadhi. We think they are in nidra. No, nidra samadhi sthiti. Samadhi is nidra to them. Swapna one is not very much, because if the jagrata is set right, swapna bhi ठीक होता है. But value मत करो उसको. Therefore, where we have to act more upon is the jagrata avastha. So in the jagrata avastha, to all the identities, sarvadharman, when we detach from, slowly all the obligations, responsibilities also we come out of, then it can be denied that way. I gave only 1% idea. Remaining you work out. The statement of fact is these three avasthas are heyani, mainly the jagrata. So how to do, you think about it. In jagrata avastha, all the three are there. The jnata, jnanam, gneyam. So first we have to give up the gneya vastu. Second, we have to give up the jnanam. Third, we have to give up the jnata. Or the experience to do, experienceru. Known, knowing, knoweru. Perceived, perception, perceiveru. त्रिपुटी में पहले उससे दूर हो जाओ, फिर अनुभवों को डिवैल्यू करो, फिर ये अनुभोक्ता को डिवैल्यू करो. गिव अप सीन, गिव अप सीइंग, गिव अप सीयर. So give up hearing, heard, give up the heard, give up hearing, give up the hearer. Now, how to do the hundreds of techniques, whichever technique works is good. You have to find there. Already said in many contexts continuously. But main point बता दिए कारिकाकार ने, भाष्यकार ने, हमने भी बता दिया कि कारिकाकार तो इतना कह दिया, हे यानी. भाष्यकार came and told, हे यानी are this लौकिकादीनि और जागृत सुषुप्त्यादीनि. We have explained how to do that. And the one sentence said by Bhashyakara, why they are heyani, includes everything. What is that one sentence? Atmani asatvena. So complete that explanation of 2 words. And any explanation is explainable or understandable when the example is given. So Rajvam Sarpavatu. See, example also 2 words. रज्जु में सर्प है क्या नहीं है? कभी नहीं है. तो क्या करना है सर्प को? अगर रज्जु देखना है तो you have to give up. Therefore, the heyani word little decent it is. Shankara Bhagwan has made a more powerful word, Hatavyani. उसका हनन ही करना चाहिए. You have to kill them and eliminate them. You make them disappear only. And then lot of Vedantic shlokas or Vedantic Vyavaharik Vairagya shlokas. Even cinema गाने can help you. ये दुनिया अगर हमको मिल भी चाहिए तो क्या है, इस तरह के गाना भी. एंड इफ यू लुक बैक इन योर ओन अनुभव, यू विल जस्ट नो दिस एम्प्टी इज दिस वर्ल्ड, ऑल द परस्यूट्स वर जस्ट वेस्ट एंड बेवकूफी. लिटिल ऑफ दैट्स हाउ परीक्ष लोकान कर्मचितान ब्राह्मण निर्वेदम आयात नास्ते अकृत कृतेन. Little gambhirata and maturity we have. We should have. Like how many people we met in our life, how much of importance, value, love, attachment we had for them. And कहाँ है सब लोग? Nobody are there. And not only people who are not there now, all the interactions with them also are not there now. And whatever the experience of sukha, dukkha, labha, hani, jaya, paraja, insult, respect, they are zero. In this present moment also, whatever the nonsense we involve in people and all, it's not going to be there after some time. No, is it worthy to pay attention and time for these temporary things, or is it worthy to reach for the permanent? If this question we ask to ourselves, then the Heyani or Hatavyani will happen. No other way, in fact. This is how we have to be. Seek the eternal, seek the permanent. These are all temporary. When I myself become genuine and serious in this type of thinking, in a calm and quiet and contemplative mood, then from inside that most powerful bulldozer or tractor will be born, जिसका नाम है वैराग्य. Then that will bulldoze off all these जागृत अवस्थास, everything. देखो, these are the few upayas we try to explain. Further, each one can find his own Heyani. Okay? Now, what is Gneyani? Gneyam iha chatuskoti varjitam paramartha tattvam. There are no many things as Gneyam. It is only one. What is that? Paramartha tattvam. But to be precise, that Paramartha tattvam, which doesn't fall in the category of those four. You know? Astivadins, Nastivadin, Astinasti, Nastinasti. That self which doesn't fall in all these four categories, that Paramartha Vastu is the Gneyam. Now here, that is the Gneyam Vastu. करके हमारे हृदय में दृढ़ निश्चय विश्वास होना है, to such an extent that only when I know that I will be liberated from all bondages. That is called as Gneyam. तो ज्ञेय वस्तु परमात्मा है, परमात्मा के ज्ञान में ही अनात्म बंधन से मुक्ति होता है, ऐसा जानने को ज्ञेयम कहते हैं. Not that knowing there is Atma, but knowing that only in the Atma Jnana there is Mukti from Anatma. Third is what? Really knowing the Atma, thus getting liberated from Anatma. All these three are the meaning of Gneyam. Gneyam मतलब आत्मा है करके जानना. ज्ञेय मतलब आत्मा अनुभव में मुक्ति है जानना. ज्ञेय मतलब आत्मा अनुभव पाने के लिए अनात्मा को छोड़ना है जानना. पांचवा, अनात्मा को छोड़कर ज्ञेय वस्तु आत्मा मैं हूं करके जानना. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ज्ञेयम. सो ज्ञेयम चतुष्कोटि वर्जितम परमार्थ तत्वम. देन व्हाट इज आप्यन वाक्य? वी विल सी इट टुमारो. देन द एंटायर थिंग इज अ ब्यूटीफुल श्लोका. फॉर द सेक ऑफ स्पष्टता, the more spashtata which is there in this shloka, nowhere else. And again the result depends on how much practice we do. इस श्लोक को यहीं भूल कर छोड़ सकते हैं या इसी को जीवन का आधार बना सकते हैं, हो जाएगा. Just I was telling you, for worldly life, for the worldly success, for the managing people, for managing a personality, also for our bhakti and also for our meditation, we must have some shlokas selected, some thoughts selected as standard and follow them, then we get the result. So meditation के लिए, आध्यात्मिक साधना के लिए ये श्लोक, like the मैंने सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य is a complete श्लोका, ईशावास्य is a complete श्लोका, every श्लोका that is complete. अगर करने वाले को ना एक एक श्लोक ही है ना, जो नौकरी करना चाहते हैं उसको दुनिया में हाउ मेनी नौकरियां हैं बताओ? Millions of jobs are there. The fellow who doesn't want to work, he only says मुझे ये वाला चाहिए, और वो मिलेगा ही नहीं. उसको पता है नहीं मिलेगा, इसलिए वो कहते वो चाहिए. क्यों? वो करना नहीं चाहता हूँ। करना वाला तो कुछ भी तो मैं करूँगा। In the same way, the one who decides that I must have the support for my sadhana, so many beautiful shastras, shlokas are just spread out for us freely to collect. One of them is this. हेयाग्नेयाप्यपाक्यानि विज्ञेयान्यग्रयाणतः तेषाम अन्यत्र विज्ञेयात् उपलम्बः त्रिषु स्मृतः. मुझे तो आ गया बाबा श्लोक, मैं तो सीख लिया. थैंक यू. विल कंटिन्यू टुमारो. देन प्रकृत्याकाशवद्ज्ञेयाः सर्वे धर्मा अनादयः विद्यते न हि नानात्वं तेषां क्वचन किञ्चन आदिबुद्धाः प्रकृत्यैव सर्वे धर्मा सुनिश्चिताः यस्यैवं भवति क्षान्तिः सोऽमृतत्वाय कल्पते आदिशान्ता हि अनुत्पन्नाः प्रकृत्यैव सुनिर्वृताः सर्वे धर्माः समाविन्नाः अजं साम्यं विशारदं वैशारद्यं तु वै नास्ति भेदे विचरतां सदा वेदनिम्नाः पृथग्वादाः तस्मात् ते कृपणाः स्मृताः अजय साम्ये तु एकेचित् भविष्यन्ति सुनिश्चिताः ते हि लोके महाज्ञानाः तच्च लोको न गाहते अजेष्वच संक्रान्तं धर्मेषु ज्ञानमिश्यते यतो न क्रमते ज्ञानमसङ्गं तेन कीर्तितम् अणुमात्रेऽपि वैधर्म्ये जायमाने विपश्चितः असङ्गता सदा नास्ति किमुतावरणच्युतिः अलब्धावरणाः सर्वे धर्माः प्रकृतिनिर्मलाः आदौ बुद्धास्तदा मुक्ताः बुध्यन्ते इति नायकाः क्रमतेन हि बुद्धस्य ज्ञानं धर्मेषु तायिनः सर्वे धर्मास्तथा ज्ञानं नैतद्बुद्धेन भाषितं दुर्दर्शमति गम्भीरमजं साम्यं विशारदं बुद्ध्वा पदमनानात्वं नमस्कुर्मो यथावलम् ॐ अजमपि जनियोगं प्रापदैश्वर्ययोगात् अगति जगति मत्तां प्रापदेकं ह्यनेकं विविधविषयधर्मग्राह्य ग्राहिमुग्धेक्षणानां प्रणतभयविहन्तृब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि प्रज्ञावैशाखवेदक्षुभितजलनिधेर्वेदनाम्नोऽन्तरस्थं भूतान्यालोक्यमज्ञानि अविरतजननग्राहघोरे समुद्रे कारुण्यादुद्धरा उद्धधारामृतमिदम् अमरैर्दुर्लभं भूतहेतोः यस्तं पूज्या विपूज्यं परमगुरुममुं पादपातैर्नतोऽस्मि यत्प्रज्ञालोकभासा प्रतिहतिमगमत् स्वान्तमोहान्धकारः मज्जोन्मज्जच्च घोरेः असकृदुपजनोदन्वतित्रासने मे यत्पादावाश्रितानां श्रुतिशमविनय प्राप्तिरग्राह्यमोघा तत्पादौ पावनीयो भवविनुदौ सर्वभावैर्नमस्ये. इति श्रीमत्परमहंसपरिव्राजकाचार्य गोविन्दाचार्यस्य गोविन्द भगवत्पूज्यपाद शिष्यस्य श्रीमत् शंकर भगवतः कृतौ माण्डूक्य उपनिषदः गौडपाद्यकारिकाणां च भाष्ये चतुर्थमलातशान्तिप्रकरणं समाप्तं सर्वं श्री ब्रह्मा विद्याचार्य श्रीमाधुचरणारविन्दारुणवस्तुं पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः मंडूक महर्षे गौडपादाचार्य वर्याय आद्य शंकरद्गुरुवे नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you. We do the Vidurniti for some time now. See, those who are 6, 7 of you regularly coming in Skype, don't miss till the Mandukya is over. It's our request. One is such a beautiful sequence we are doing. So, as a sake of academics also. Second is, there's no better, greater, higher, nobler, diviner, ultimate Upanishad than this. And toward the end, the entire crux essence is given. And here we see the Karikakara, Bhashyakara, Manduka Rishi, Atharvana Rishi's grace. They were first your small little reasons of domestic works, or you get bored of me, or you are angry with me, or you started hating me. For these small reasons, don't miss the class. You 5-6 is not a command or order, it is only a humble request. Because I feel pained because so much you are listening. When the crucial thing comes, if the time you are absent, it gives dissatisfaction. Of course, we reject that with all our wisdom we have. But the thing is, I can put it in front of you. It's an appeal. Because one or two people I see irregular or for some reason. Who are they? They only know it. And you and I have no more any relation now. Our relation is only toward the truth, toward the Guru, toward the God, towards our Karikakara, Bhashyakar. You are not there in my mind, I am not there in your mind. Both of us have our minds offered to Bhagavan only, Tattva only. Therefore, any nonsense in the mind, just drop it. Don't be irregular. Further, even when we study Taittiriya Adi also, that's your choice. उस समय तो फिर नया होगा अलग कहानी जैसे आपकी इच्छा. But now don't Be irregular till this Mandukya is over. I am telling you 10 mantras are there along with the concluding Prarthana mantra. It will take at least 10-12 days, no doubt. But you are seeing how slowly today's shloka we studied word by word, literal meaning, bhashya. So we are allowing the main thing to sink in us. In this way only these text shlokas will be studied. इसलिए समय लगेगा, समय देंगे हम, आप भी दे दो, आनंद उठाओ. Now wait for 10 minutes.